Right. Hello. I think that's working. It's always interesting to see if a new game will work as it should do. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. This is a very late stream. I do apologise for this. It's been hectic weekend. And I think what we're going to do. This is Mass Effect 2, as you can see. I was considering doing Mass Effect 1. It doesn't really work very well. It doesn't like it. The stream doesn't like it. It's an older game. The capturing software doesn't get on with it. And I've played it so many times, and it's my least favourite of the three, so I thought, you know what, I can't be bothered to do that, because it also takes a long time to get going, and it's not as, I think, watcher-friendly. So we're going to go with Mass Effect 2. We're just going to start with Mass Effect 2. I think, I mean, if anyone gets really out of whack, then we can always... You can always change. But I'm trying to deal with a no mouse sort of... I can't see my mouse for some reason. Okay. So let's try and find my mouse again. Where is it? Oh, I do hate this sometimes. There we are. Mail. No, there we are. Yes, mail. There we are. Done. So we are starting. Not importing or anything like that. Insanity difficulty, obviously. Subtitles, yes. It's got power usage done, and then we have to try and find the continue button. It's around there. Done. That's kind of difficult. I think I need to turn the volume down. There we are. Hopefully that'll be good. I like Mass Effect. It's a very good game series. So I shall be listening to the dialogue.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
She's a very attractive woman as well.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war.
It's
No
Michael
one
Sheen
wants to
and
admit it,
Yvonne
but
Strahovski.
humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
She's
And it's up to us to stop them.
That's when I saw her and fell in love.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon.
Just
But
because
he's just
Cerberus
one
in the
man.
first game did
If
some
we lose
questionable
Shepard,
terrorist
humanity might
stuff.
well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Famous last words. Ooh. Basically, first game, save the Citadel. Second game, they've ignored that we saved the Citadel because they wouldn't forget what we've done. It's never a good strategy. It's the Normandy.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Seth Green,
Emission
very
sync
talented
active.
voice actor and actor in general.
Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
That's very true.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Technically, he's
Picking up
correct.
something on the long-range scanner.
Technically, he is correct.
Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down! Multiple hull breaches! Weapons offline! Somebody get that fire out!
Which one? So many. This is now
Shepard!
completely hidden.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
No.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving.
Captivating the ship, officer.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Do it.
Shepard,
Liara, go. Now.
aye aye.
I like how people weren't evacuating up until about
Everybody
waiting
in!
around
Go,
for
go, go!
Probably not exactly what happens, but that's the impression I get. Beautiful ship is the Normandy. It's in pieces, or soon to be in pieces. Bits falling off it. It's such a good ship. So right,
Mayday! 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 This is SSB Normandy!
that's what we're gonna do. I like how they
Suffered
kept,
heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
kept the layout so you can actually recognise the two first ones exactly the same. It's beautiful, this. Very accurate for what space would be like. No sound, it's eerie. But I like it. It's good. Boosh. Boosh. And let's...
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
Yeah, come on.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
Delusions of grandeur.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
Easily convinced he is, though.
Going around for another attack!
Beautiful Normandy's gorgeous.
Watch the arm!
You get. So all those buttons there, how do you launch it from the inside? That must be He's now been blown up. Quite easily. He would be alright. See, he's breathing fine, he's still alive. Except his air supply has got a hole in it. So his air is running out. And he's suffocating. No. And so now he's suffocated to death, and he is now entering the atmosphere in which he will burn up, and very little of him will survive. To be honest, I don't think really anything should really survive, but his armor could protect him, all that sort of thing. Let's go with that. Mass Effect 2. Dramatic. Followed by the sweet tones of your oh no, we got the Genesis Interactive backstory comic first. It's all basically all the thing, not all the things, but the major
Just
decisions
another
from Mass
routine
Effect
mission.
1 that you can pick through.
Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens
This was
along
released
the way.
after
The choices you make,
after the game
paths you
came out as
choose.
DLC
It turns the
for
routine
people who hadn't done Mass Effect 1.
Anything but.
But
Of
once
course,
it did, I had
that's
the
how it
option
started.
to change.
A routine mission. Answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive.
It's good artwork.
I hit the
like
ground
it.
with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol.
Forgetting
General
to
Chief
mention the one
Ashley
guy who got
Williams,
killed
a
on
soldier
that
to
mission
the
as
core.
well.
Tough,
Jenkins.
disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen.
Reaper music.
It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. And that's when it hit me. Hard.
Douche.
Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. Nightmare.
It's very good now. He looked very good.
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen.
Had a bad
Anderson
dream.
came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks.
Saren Arterius.
The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just
Angry
couldn't
in his
believe one of
face.
their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof,
Biased.
which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus,
Garrus.
another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for
Then
Citadel
Rex,
Security.
then Tali.
Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More
Garrus is
importantly,
your mate.
he
He's
was
the
willing
best,
to
mate.
share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen.
Rex is also a
He
lad.
turned out to
He's
be
a
more
mate.
than just a brute.
Love Rex.
It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali.
Tali is all I know.
A tech expert with a knack for hacking. She'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Brilliant.
Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre
always
on Eden
wondered why you
Prime,
have to be limited
and that
to
the
a
immense
team of
warship
3.
we'd spotted was in fact
And there's a
Saren's
point
flagship.
in Mass Effect 3
But it
Citadel
went much
DLC
further.
where you take
Saren
an
was
entire
trying to
team
find a
of
way to bring
12
back a
with you.
race of sentient
And they say,
machines
why don't we
from
do
dark
this all the time?
space.
It's funny. it's a
Machines
joke.
allegedly responsible for
But,
cleansing the galaxy of all
it's a lot of
organic
fun.
life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Proteans.
That's a misnomer,
Then
because there was no
disappearing back through the
hologram
mass
image
relays to
of
dark
the Reapers
space,
in Tali's
leaving no
evidence.
trace they'd ever been.
Hey,
That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else.
This does take a while, this comic.
We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre.
we'll just wait.
My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction.
Liara to
Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some
The
clues.
tears from her eyes.
And a new appreciation for
She's
the Asari.
sad that the Protheans are dead.
Her
She's
technique for
pregnant.
accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the
Ashley?
connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
I don't know. I've done with both, and I'm not entirely sure. Liara makes more sense in like Mass Effect 3, so I think I'll do Liara.
I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Sarah.
One thing I find about Ashley Williams is that she's
Thanks to
voiced by a
Liara's
black
help,
woman, but
we
she
had our
herself
next
is
lead.
white.
Benezia.
Yeah, why not just make her black?
Saren had taken her to Novaria,
It's fine.
where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't that.
Save the Ragnar Queen.
We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia.
Genocide.
By the time we
maniac.
arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms.
Voiced by Deanna
And
Troi
I was left with an angry,
from
dangerous
Star
Rachni
Trek
Queen to deal
Generation.
with. She claimed her
Marine
drones would do no
Surface.
harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Save the Queen.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins.
Or whatever you chose.
And the Queen was true to
the
her
Council's
word.
angry at you for
She
it.
left
but-
and took her army of
well,
drones
the
with her.
Turians angry at you for it anyway.
With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more
Who
than
would
a
have
base of
killed Rex?
operations.
I mean, he's such a lad.
It was a breeding ground.
A beast.
Saren was
Like,
breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
He shot a lot of fish.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Of course, save Rex.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat.
Boo.
When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it.
Then it hit me.
But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb,
I
Saren
don't
showed
think
up.
you're using
We
nukes this
fought.
far in the future.
I stalled him to make time for my
Apparently you still
team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was
The
telling
male
him.
voice for Command Shepard gets a lot better as the game
Before I
goes
could
on.
convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried,
First game is quite laughably
but I wasn't
bad.
fast enough.
Jennifer Hale, I think, actually
could only
gets
save one of them.
worse as the games go along. I just find her a bit annoying. I save Ashley as well. I find
Caden
Kate
was a
bit
good man,
annoying.
and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him.
Yeah.
Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted.
Didn't last forever.
We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago. And every 50,000 years
I find
before
that odd that it takes 50,000
each time
years
purging the
regardless of
galaxy
species
of life,
and race to
the
go get
Protheans
the
had fought and
pinnacle.
died, like every
I
species
suppose it's
before
probably
them.
a rounded figure.
But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all.
We weren't gonna let that happen.
We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged.
Look at Garrus there.
He had caught the Council fleets by
horizontal
surprise, and they
through
were
the
only now regrouping.
air. You
And with
can't
Sovereign
keep
as his
wielding this
flagship,
effect.
there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him.
Or you can convince him to shoot
As I
himself.
fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Again, I'm a nice guy, I save him.
The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray.
Really?
Even with the Citadel back in
Generals
my
are more
control,
important for fleets.
Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell.
Yeah.
But the costs were immense.
I know.
While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow
You think
victory.
you die at the end of it because the piece
The
of
Reapers
debris
were
goes
still
and
out there.
flattens you, but then you
I
come
knew the
out,
fight
it's
was
all
far
good.
from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first council was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I
pick
could
Udina
trust.
because I don't
Both
want
great
Anderson
leaders
stuck
in their
in
own
that
right.
job.
I didn't much like Udina, but sometimes you need a pit bull on your side. Someone willing to be the bad guy.
See, look
for
how
the sake
happy
of the greater
Anderson
good.
is there, not having to be a politician.
The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. None of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there.
Yep.
And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them.
They're not all
I
as
had to
powerful
find
as
a
Sovereign.
way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
And that's it. That's the entire comic. It takes about 15 minutes, I think. And then back to the game. Yvonne Strahovski now. Lovely voice.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Imagine having to do that for every vein artery. Take a while. So now I get to design my face. Hopefully I won't make it look too horrendous. Custom. Oh, my mouse is still not there. That's really annoying. How can I... Oh. Oh, I can't do this without... Oh. Damn. No, I can't do this without... Do this without a mouse is mad. I like having a bit of a brute. Much like me. I'm a brute. Don't want cheekbones that big. It's very hard to make a convincingly good-looking or attractive or realistic character in things like this. I've always found. Right. I want to get onto the nose. The nose sort of looks pretty ridiculous at the moment. Thankfully, you don't see it every single time I tab out. Which one's the most? That one suits. Yeah, that's good. wish they had a few more hairstyles as well. They're all pretty pants. A few more beards as well. Got no beard like mine. I'm going to be an adept biotech specialist, and I'm going to be a colonist, and I'm going to be a war hero, and I'm going to accept and confirm. Done. All without a mouse. Or at least a mouse I can see, anyway.
Outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings.
Thankfully, you don't really need a mouse first.
I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range.
I almost died again.
Almost lost him.
She's ruthless. Ruthless. But very attractive.
Wake up, Commander.
I don't think he looks too bad. I think he looks quite handsome. Much like me, really.
Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
So it is. Look at that. Fine.
There's a pistol in the
First
locker
game
on
you
the
didn't
other
have
side of
any
the room.
ammo.
Hurry.
This game you do. I'm not sure which one I prefer,
Grab
really.
the pistol and armor from the locker. You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your...
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to... Look out!
Subdue and suppress. Impact imminent.
Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
I like being a biotech specialist. Although, actually, I don't think I've ever finished a playthrough as one.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your... Don't take any chances. Stay in cover while you take out those mechs.
Collision proximity warning.
I'll see you there. There's one.
Taking fire.
Impact imminent. Impact event.
Engaged. Incapacitated. He's got that gun.
Nice work, Shepard.
Brilliant. I keep on forgetting it's not shift to sprint. Space. Controls change from game to game. I could change them back, but I'll get used to it.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. Maureen, here come the mechs.
Oh, I haven't got a mouse.
Use the
have I?
grid.
There we are.
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor.
What a waste of ammunition. Oh, I don't use all of it.
Hurry! Get to the door!
Store.
Run!
Damn.
You're doing great, Shepard. Head to the next
Losing a
room.
signal.
Could be you.
Open the door.
Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Get some stuff.
Progress is slow, but subject shows. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject
Oh, I can't do this without a mouse.
Initial results show promise.
I really can't do this without a mouse. Yeah, I really can't do that without a mouse.
The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far.
Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game. And I'm going to exit the game. And then when I have my mouse back, which I do, I'm going to try and play it again. And hopefully I'll have my mouse. Because you really can't do that bypass thing without a mouse. It would literally be impossible because it's timed. So there's no way it would work. Lovely logo. Can't skip them. Press the key to continue. There we are. That's fine. Don't really need that. Resume. .40 FPS on the loading screen. It's not too bad. And it's... There, I've got the mouse. You can see a mouse now. You have to match the colours, basically. That's literally what this game is. Not colours, the pictures. Symbols. And you get money for it. We got this thing. We soon find our first companion. He's dead. Well, now he is. This fella.
Get over here! Stop! My shield.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Who are you?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now.
Oh, hello,
I'm
hello,
Jacob
Jordan Beanie.
I've been stationed here for
I
Hostiles
am
detected.
Mass Effect addict. I have played 1, 2, 3.
Things must be worse
all the
than I
way
thought
through
if Miranda's got
multiple
you running
times.
around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
So yeah, I'm playing on hardcore. So this is Insanity difficulty, and I'm playing as an adept. I've just started, as you can tell, but I absolutely love Mass Effect.
What's with the mechs?
Security.
Love it.
Usually they fight floors.
Don't know how many
Somebody
times
must
I've
have
played
packed
it.
That should be
At
impossible.
least 6 times
Unless
all
you've
the
got
way through.
access. Gotta get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time. I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here.
Dead as
Our
dead can be.
scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you
love
killed in
BioWare
action.
games.
The
I
whole
think BioWare
galaxy
games
thinks
are the
you're dead.
best.
And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic.
Oh,
Just
thank you
give
very
the order
much.
when you
Yes,
want
I
me to
shall
hit 'em with
be
the good stuff.
playing this game often and random times. It's also like 25 past 11 where I am, so I'll probably go to bed soon as well.
First time on the cross top. Well,
Thank you very much for the follow. Yes, I'll definitely do some more streaming of this whenever whenever I can.
Running low on thermal clips. Let me know when you want my biotics.
Mercenary.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it? What they're
I think
after?
after this conversation,
Damn
I need
if
to
I
stop
know.
and go to bed because
I was getting ready for some shut-eye, and bam!
Cost 11
Bunch
where
of
I am.
explosions.
But I can
Next
be on
thing I
tomorrow.
know, every damn
Throughout
mech
the
in the
entire
place
day.
starts
Yeah.
shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda
Oh,
was
let's
talking
skip
to me
some
over
of
the
this.
radio. We lost
I'm a
contact
fast
just before I
reader.
ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
Ask about him.
What's your
and we go.
job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target.
Let's get out of here.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check, check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Hello.
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
Let's get out of here.
You bet. We can get into the...
Right. Yes. Save. There. And exit for now. And I shall be on again tomorrow. And loads of times tomorrow. I'll do quite a lot tomorrow, I can imagine. Because I haven't done it in a good stream in a long while. But yes, Jordan Beanie, thank you for watching and thank you for the follow. And hope you catch you again soon. Alright, cheers, bye bye.